did it come from? As you say, it is this manna from heaven. It was there all along, and we simply didn't know. What happened?
It's really an incredible story. You know, I've spent these last few years, and even today, I dwell a lot in the business of clean tech and energy technology, and we've spent a lot of time with price point assumptions of natural gas at $12 based on the fact that we were running out. As recently as 3 to 5 years ago, that was you had Putin and Chavez and Ahmadinejad meeting to create a new OPEC cartel of natural gas. And there was one guy, the son of a Greek goat herder, a guy named George Mitchell, who nobody in Silicon Valley ever heard of, nobody at MIT ever heard of, but was persistent over 20 years of this idea that he could crack open the shale using horizontal drilling and hydrofracturing. And everybody thought he was crazy. Everybody in the conventional oil and gas industry thought he was nuts. And Mitchell did it. He was acquired by a company called Devon. And in the last 36 months, that's picked up steam and become mainstream and hyper-efficient. And all of a sudden, we have this game-changing transformation of the U.S. energy mix.
It's incredible, as you say.
It really is.
It really is. You also are involved with this company called Codexis.
Mm-hmm.
What is? Most people have never heard of it. What is it?
So Codexis went public last year. It's about 20% owned by Shell. Has a lot of other majors in it, Pfizer and Chevron, GE, etc. It's a company that specializes in customizing genomes, if you will, and genomes, advanced genomics for what we call biocatalysts. Now, we use these catalysts and enzymes every day in industrial processes, particularly in medicine and the pharmaceutical side. So what Codexis does is produce them more efficiently than nature. So on the pharmaceutical side, we do this for Lipitor and Januvia, the two biggest selling drugs of all time. And now we're in the middle of the largest biofuels deal of all time between Shell and Cosan in Brazil, $12 billion deal, where we're going to take not just the sugar, but rather break down the cane itself and use it for that big dream of advanced cellulosic biofuels, not just for ethanol, but going direct to green hydrocarbons through customizing these genomics.
So this all depends on understanding genomics better than we ever understood it before.
And again, the advances have been incredible. You and I have known each other for a while, but I can remember when I went to the Department of Energy, it was just a few years after the race to map the human genome.
Right.
And at the Department of Energy 5 years ago, we were talking about if we could just sequence the poplar, we would open up a whole vein. Well, now you can almost by FedEx from anywhere around the planet send something to a California lab and get the DNA sequence of any living thing on Earth. So the question is, what do you do with this vast knowledge and library and this capacity to break down, the fundamental building blocks of life? Well, if you can customize them with something we call biomimicry, performing better than nature, it's what we do with the aircraft every day. We design a wing better than a bird's. Then you can get the enzymes to perform the functions you want. So we're thinking well beyond what we were thinking in the Bush administration for ethanol. We're thinking about how do we produce a hydrocarbon directly from a green source.